Imagine sitting in a theater when a performer pulls a complete stranger from the crowd. Without any prior exchange of information, the mentalist correctly identifies that person's first crush, or a specific number hidden in their mind. These moments create a sharp divide in the room. Some viewers are convinced they are seeing a supernatural power in action, while others assume the entire display is a fraudulent setup using paid actors. Masters of this craft, like Suhani Shah, demonstrate that these reveals don't require a script or a stage plan to function in the real world. The reality is that telepathy does not exist. No one on that stage is actually entering the mind of another human being. The performer utilizes a hyper-aware system of observation to track a constant stream of unconscious psychological and physical signals that the target broadcasts without knowing it. Reading someone else's mind requires first establishing absolute mastery over your own internal emotional state. When you encounter strong emotions like anger or mockery, the natural instinct is to react. That reaction forces your focus inward, instantly blinding you to the external cues and microexpressions of the person in front of you. By maintaining silence and absolute stillness under pressure, you prevent the target from controlling the energy of the room. This emotional vacuum forces the subject to reveal more about themselves, while you remain an unreadable observer. This level of extreme self-awareness functions as a defensive shield, clearing your mind so you can begin the offensive work of analyzing others. Once you are internally still, you can see the leakage. People constantly betray their true intentions through microexpressions, fleeting, involuntary physical movements that happen faster than the brain can stop them. A person's body language provides a running commentary on their comfort level. While a subject might verbally agree with you, their crossed arms, a rapidly tapping foot, or frequent blinking can signal an underlying state of defensiveness or anxiety. Consider the mechanics of a smile. A genuine expression of joy is involuntary, activating the muscles around the eyes and upper cheeks. A fabricated smile is purely mechanical, engaging only the corners of the mouth while the rest of the face remains motionless. By mapping these micro-expressions against broader physiological markers like breathing patterns and tension, a trained observer can build a behavioral profile of their subject. This analytical framework allows mentalists to break through the defenses of high-profile targets, such as Virat Kohli, reveal their private thoughts during a performance. Because the human body lacks a mute button for its physical reflexes, every person becomes an open book to someone trained to read the leakage. Passively watching for cues is only the first step. The magic happens when the performer begins to actively steer the subject's thoughts. This is achieved through linguistic deception, using phrasing that narrows a person's options while maintaining the feeling of choice. A performer might say, "Think of a simple shape, perhaps a circle, or maybe something with sharp edges, like a triangle," which subtly primes the target's subconscious to settle on one of those two specific images. The mentalist uses showmanship to frame the interaction as a series of open choices. The target believes they are exercising free will, unaware that the performer defined the boundaries of their thought before the conversation even began. The psychic reveal is actually the end of an engineered feedback loop, where the performer guides the subject into voluntarily disclosing their own secrets. There is a common misconception that understanding these psychological mechanics reduces the performance to a simple fraud. But mentalism is like filmmaking or painting. Knowing there is a director, a script, or a canvas doesn't change the fact that the art produces a genuine emotional response in the viewer. Whether the performer is managing a grand physical illusion like levitation or navigating the complexities of human psychology, the goal is the same. Both require years of obsessive practice to create a single moment of wonder. Historically, from extreme physical endurance acts to psychological manipulation, the core of magic has always been the same. The artist hides an immense amount of labor so the audience only sees the impossible. Mentalism is a highly engineered art form designed to prove that, with enough skill and attention, the impossible can feel real. These psychological tools aren't reserved for the stage or performers with a deck of cards. Mastering your own emotional reactions provides immediate leverage in stressful situations, helping you stay clear-headed during arguments or high-stakes negotiations. Practicing the observation of micro-expressions and body language allows you to decode the unspoken realities of the people you interact with every day. Mind reading is the result of refined emotional intelligence and the habit of paying deep, focused attention to other human beings.